for a long time, for which I'm kind of sorry. You know, life, work, and stuff. Um, and I also ran into some very big issues with my OBS. I mean, after being away for a few months, OBS upgraded to a newer version, and some of my some of my plugins stopped working. So I don't know. I need to see if I am up and running or not. So I'm actually gonna log in to Twitch. Twitch. I don't even have the. I don't even have the link anymore. Actually, it's weird, but I think we should be live. Right, I am live on Twitch. That's great. Okay, so let's put this. Well, I don't wanna. I want to mute this. I don't want to have the output here. Can I mute this? I remember. Yeah, mute side. There we go. All right. So I'm just gonna put this to the side to see if there's any, chats coming in. I don't believe there will be, but anyway. All right. So we're gonna dive into some React coding because I got a request from a friend of mine to build a small website in React. So I was thinking I'm gonna clock myself. I'm thinking hour and a half, perhaps 2 hours tops that I want to spend on this. I have some things already lined up. Hopefully, I can get a good start. So, without any further ado, let's switch over. Mm-hmm. Others. I'm sorry. I'm an old guy. I have no clue. So here it is working. Right, so this is working. Right, of course. Perhaps this will do the trick. Have I been like talking to myself most of the time? Perhaps I have. Yeah. 8 minutes in, and I noticed that my sound is messed up. Well, I guess it's good that I actually noticed. Anyway, back to the task at hand. Right. No idea. Shouldn't be using it, I guess. Let's get rid of it, and we're just gonna go with JavaScript. And gonna use Bubble. All right. Here we go. I mean, come on. I can't be bothered. Uh, right. So just cd into hellas and yarn, and off we go. Right. And we're gonna open this up in our development tool. Um, first we need to install, but okay, so just code, and where are we? It opens up on my other screen, of course. There we go. Right. Yes. So we have the mono, but we have the git ignore, all good. We have the index HTML. Probably going to give it a title, hellas affärsbyrå, like this. And we're gonna go into source, and we're gonna go to app CSS, and we're actually gonna delete app CSS. Right. Well, I'm not gonna use it for anything. I'm gonna go in here, gonna delete all of this. Uh, hello world, like this. Nope, nope, nope. There we go. All right, hello world. Boom. Okie dokie. So we are on hello world. And then we're gonna go to index. We're gonna delete all of this. Main JSX is definitely what we're looking for. I'm thinking about disabling strict mode in development, but perhaps later, I don't know. Vite config, right, nothing here to change at this stage. Let's take a look at the package JSON dev, right. I don't want to update my VS Code. Right, so let's just see if it works. So yarn dev, and we shouldn't have any issues with that. Okay. So we just go to localhost 5173, and it should say hello world. What? Where are you? There you are. Localhost. What was it? 5173. Yes, hello world. We are up and running. Good stuff. Let's get out of there. Okay. Stop the server. Don't need it. Right. We will be using a CSS framework that is called Chakra UI, and for that this is the website of Chakra UI. I like that framework. Why do I like it? I don't know. Why do I like it? I just like it. You know, it's nice, and it gives me everything I need. So yeah, I just like it. Anyway, right, so we're gonna add Chakra UI React, emotion React, emotion style, and framer motion. So let's do that. We're just gonna copy these babies, and we're gonna run these dependencies, and we need to import, whatever. We need to import the Chakra provider, and we have to provide this one. And we can do some overrides if we need to. Don't need to at this point. Right, so the rest of your application. Right, so we're just gonna copy this import, sorry, and we're gonna go into the main JSX. We're gonna import this baby. Right, and Chakra provider, and we're just gonna move this guy up here. Make sure to format our code. We're good to go. Right, and if we want to extend the base theme, I can extend it. I'm not gonna do it right now. Not gonna do it right now. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Right. What else? Plenty of things, Thomas. Plenty of things. So yeah, well, what we could potentially do, just to make sure we can bring this guy back here, and we're gonna go into the app JSX. We're gonna import from so import from Chakra. Oops, why not? Do I have to do this? Okay. Anyway, heading like this, and now we're just gonna change this to heading, and hopefully, if I start the server, of course, we should see something else here. Yeah, we see something else. Okie dokie. We are good to go. All right, so I will also set up. Do I need to set up application state on this one? It's going to be a very simple website. No, I don't need to set up Redux for this guy, but I definitely want to set up routing. Yeah, routing. We're going to create a few routes. Right. Yeah. No Redux for this. No. Right, actually, perhaps I should, I don't like to spin up the server like this manually all the time. Actually, I like to set up Cypress for testing. Um, and this application will not be much of an application, to be totally honest. It's just going to be a website-ish kind of thing. Um, but I need to add Cypress to it. So you know what? Let's start by adding Cypress. So yarn add as a dev dependency Cypress. Uh, yarn add yarn dev. Oh no, sorry. Yarn. Yeah, yarn add. What? What? What am I doing? What? 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 What am I doing? Yeah, yeah. So am I just? Is it just? Oh, perhaps Cypress. Anyway, I need start server and test. Oh, he's dash dash dev. Oh, anyway, sorry about that. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so we're adding Cypress and start server and test. Start server and test is a small package. I can talk about it for a second. It's a small package about that will allow us to set up a script that will help us to spin up the application, wait for the application to actually respond with a 200 response status, and um, then start um, um, the Cypress framework. Or anyway, I should know this like water. Anyway, so I want to start Cypress for the first time. That will set things up for us, me, verifying Cypress and all of that stuff. While this is so, thank you very much. Could not find a Cypress configuration file. Really? I thought that was actually gonna create this for us. No? Okay. So do I have to run npx Cypress? Oh, Thomas. It's not yarn run Cypress run. It's yarn run Cypress open. Again, boom, and it's more boom than that because I actually wrote a book on Cypress testing, and I work with configuration and all of that stuff. This is it's brand new. Check it out on Amazon. You can buy it on Amazon. All right, enough of the shameless promotion. I should know this. I mean, I'm writing books on Amazon on Cypress. Anyway, so once you start this, you will get this welcome to Cypress, and this is a setup that you basically need to do. I'm going to work with E2E tests, and it all sets up everything for me. Thank you very much. And I'm going to use Chrome, but it doesn't really matter at this stage. But it spins up Cypress initially, and I'm not going to dive too deep into Cypress in this stream, but here is the test runner. Right. So I'm gonna, yeah, and from the back end, from the terminal perspective, it looks like this. And so I know that I can stop this by pressing Control C. So I do that, and all of it is terminated. And sometimes, at least in version 10, it was giving us some sort of an error-ish kind of thing. Again, I've been away for a few months, so things might have changed. Did it change? Okay, good stuff. Anyway, here we go. So now we have a Cypress config, all good. I'm gonna add a few settings here. So first of all, I'm gonna add the base URL, and that would be localhost HTTP / localhost 5173, right? And then we're gonna add another one about the Chrome web security, and I'm going to set it to false. I always do that. Um, doesn't really matter for a very simple application, but out of old habit, you know. So Chrome web security basically allows you to make network calls in Cypress. I'm oversimplifying things, guys, but that's what it is. Now, video is set to record. I want to set it to false. Don't want to record that. And screenshots on run failure will also be set to false. And also, I want to retry my test at least once. Yeah. Anything else? Nah. Do I have to? So, yeah, well, no. The support file will be set automatically. Yeah, I should be good. Right. So, I'm going to create a folder that is called E2E. And in that folder, I'm going to create a new file. I'm just going to call it application structure .cy.js, and then I'm just gonna go add a describe block, and application it is expected to show title a title, and so I'm just gonna do ci visit. And since I have this base URL set up, I can just do this, and you just say ci get body. I don't know. Should contain hello world. Right. That was a nonsense test. Right. So we're just gonna do yarn. Yeah, well, before we do that, we're just going to, go to package.json. And here we want to add a script to open up Cypress. And that would be, oh, sorry, I forgot a comma. So that would be Cypress open, not open, but rather Cypress, is it open? Yeah, it's open. Cypress open, but we want to open it with some flags. So we're gonna say dash E2E, and then we're gonna say dash B, and that would be Chrome. And in that way, we'll need to answer all those weird questions asked by Cypress. Right, so then we're just going to create a general command, going to call it Cypress, and that would be the start server and test. First of all, Thomas, we need to wrap this in quotes, of course, double quotes. Start server and test, okay. And then we want to run the dev command, right, to start Vite. And then we want to wait for HTTP localhost 5173, which is the server that's supposed to respond with the 200 code. And if that does it, then we want to run the Cypress open command. And we already have all of these things, the flags in that Cypress open command. We can shorten this a little bit. Anyways, so now if I run yarn Cypress, the test runner should get cracking. Right? Yay. And we have the application structure and we can run it by clicking on it. And it doesn't. CI body is not a function, of course, because I'm oh god, CI get, and then we just want to get the body. Sorry. There should be a hot reloader here. There's no hot reload. Anyway, we got green on this one. Goody. All right. So we need routing. We need routing. So first of all, we're gonna extract this before to a before each, and we're gonna move this visit to before each, right? And yeah, and we're just gonna do context X. There it is, context application, and we're gonna call this landing page. Right, so we probably gonna do some more stuff here. Right, this should work. Right, okay, so we're gonna write a new context, and we're gonna say sub page so this company is a business services company, so they're gonna have legal services. So we're gonna go start with legal, right? And then probably they're gonna have accounting, and then gonna have IT services or digital services. So legal, accounting, digital services, and there was something else. I think it's called business development. Management services. Right, so we're just gonna call this legal legal services, accounting, digital service. Yeah. Okay, so let's right, let's just focus on this one. Right, so we're just gonna run this. This contains nothing. Right, so nothing will be run. So, whoops. There we go. So we're gonna add an before each statement, and we're gonna say CI visit, and we're gonna add a subpage saying legal, right? And then we're just gonna copy this. So this test will be very simple, and we're just gonna call this legal services. So I'm actually going to build this website in Swedish, so I probably should use Swedish. So juridik. Right, and this will fail, of course, because there is no such path. No path. Why is application not reloading? Right. Well, it's not even failing because it can actually navigate to legal. This is weird. But it doesn't contain this. So we could add another one, and we could say something like, let's add an it block, and we're going to say is expected to navigate to display display or to route to have internal route, right? Because it's not really a route, is it? No. But anyway, so I think we should say something like CUI.URL should B. Is it B? Should inc should it be something? Legal. Should include, contain. Should it be this? I'm not sure. Actually, we're just gonna focus on this. I forget things. I forget things. That's weird. Right. Right. The chainer B is a language chainer. Contain. Should contain. No, equal, 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 equal. Oh shit! I don't know. Why isn't this hot reloading? I'm okay. Started. Right. So do I need to? Do I really need to include the entire URL? I don't think so, peeps. Let's check this. So Cypress ci.url. Let's check the document. The URL. Yeah. Location. Is it location? The URL yields no should include. Oh, it's oh, right. Yeah, but I'm curious about location actually. Yeah, I'm a bit curious about expect location to get your look. Why would I want to? I think URL is better. I think okay, so I can get the window location. Okay, wow, and never mind. So, but I need to say contain and nothing else. So I will say contain legal. Right, and this one should fail for me, of course, because it doesn't contain that. No, it does. Wow. React sucks big time. I keep learning more. This is like a false negative in my opinion, but yeah. So yeah. Oof. Uh, this is not cool. This is not cool. Anyway, why would this? Okay. Right. But if I run them both, they are failing for me, and my hot reload is not working, and I need to fix this. Anyway, so let's just set this up. Let's just set. Yeah. So back to the drawing board, and I'm gonna say I'm gonna create a new folder, and I'm gonna call it views. Views, and here I'm gonna call this inside of here. I'm gonna call this one main view dot .jsx, and I'm gonna create another one called new file, and I'm gonna call it legal services dot .jsx for now. Okay, so in the main view I'm gonna say you know, I'm gonna move this actually, so I'm gonna import the heading here, and what else? Oh, we didn't do much. We just had this hello world here, so we still want to have that. And I'm gonna go to the legal services, and I'm gonna import the heading here, and I'm gonna get this thing out from this one, and we said in Swedish. Right. And we actually want to stop this thingy. Come on. No? There we go. And we want to say something like yarn add something, right? Yeah, yarn add react router DOM. Right. To set this baby up. I'm 35 minutes in and I'm getting close to having the basic application structure. Let's see if we can get this baby up and running in those hour and a half. We should probably eat something. Yeah, but anyway, right. So we're gonna go to the application, app.jsx, and we're gonna change this one from actually not displaying jack shit, but rather import. Wait, I don't think we need to import React anymore. Could save us a little bit of code. But anyway, we want to import from the React right. Oh wow. Right. No, sorry. That was not what I. Well, yeah. Well. Right. No. Yeah. Oh gosh. I started from the wrong. Yeah. Yeah. I started with the wrong thing actually. But never mind. Let's just get into it. Right. So we need to from the React router DOM. We want to import route, and we want to include the route and routes. There it is, routes. Right, and we can get rid of this. And here we want to do what? Yeah, we want to say routes, and here we want to say route, and we will give it a path, and the path will be the root path, I think. Yeah. And we want to no commas, and then the element, right, the element is supposed to be the main view, right. Do I have auto import? Yes, I do. Thank you very much for that. Right, and now I can just close this, right? But I think I need to wrap these, right. I think I need to do this, right? So I have yeah, okay. So, but in the main JSX, here's where I need to set up the thingy, right? So I need to import the browser router. Why is this chakra provider? Why is this? Oh, this is just a misspelled word, but can I just not? Anyway, right. So here I want to import the browser router, right? So import from React Router DOM, the browser provider, or what is it called? Browser? Yeah, browser router. Damn it, Thomas. And I need to just grab this browser router. Yeah. This is how I need to do this, and just move this up, format my code. Okay. So if this works, I need to just start my Cypress. So yarn Cypress C web page. All right. Could you elaborate on that? C web page. I got a comment. Anyway. Oh. Yarn Cypress. Right. And so this should. Oh, you're Italian. Well, buongiorno. Can I say that? Can I say buongiorno? I think I can. Yeah, so I'm running my web page in these things in a Cypress runner, and if I run this only, right? So I just set up a React router, and I'm just running this test, and it contains, right, because I only had one page first, and now I'm supposed to have 2 pages, but I don't yet. Like, internal routing. I don't speak Italian at all, but I love the flow of Italian. I find it very passionate. Yeah. The question is why I don't use AngularJS for this project, for a very, very simple reason, because I don't know AngularJS. I know React, and that's why I'm using React. But this is a very small project. It's not gonna be much of an application. I said that before you joined in, perhaps. So it's more of like a just pure website rather than an application. There won't be any moving parts, perhaps some forms for contact forms or something like that. But really, I don't know. So I used Angular 7, 8 years ago. Can you? Yeah, when in the beginning of Angular, did a few projects in it, but then I started with React, and Angular developed in one way and one direction, and I just developed in a different direction. Anyhow, back to app.jsx, and now we want to say route, and the path will be path will be legal, and the element is not main view but rather legal services, and I have an auto import. It adds it. Not everyone has it. I managed to set it up at some point, so I have that, which means that in principle my test, if I run both of them, so I can remove this dot only constraint. Well, yeah, I can do that. So I'm visiting the root path. It should say hello world, and then I'm showing visiting the legal path, and it should say juridik in Swedish. Let's see. And they are all passing. Good. So now I can set up things for accounting, digital service, and management services, right? So I can go to views, and I can create a new file, and I can say accounting services .jsx. Right. You don't really like TypeScript. I prefer PHP, maybe because I'm better. Yeah, well, we all have to do what we are good at. I am, however, not using TypeScript in this project, for your information, FYI. I also do not enjoy TypeScript so much, and the reason for that is that I never learned it. So it might be great, but I have no clue. Anyway, right. Raf said no. Right, and then we're just gonna do whatever we did here. Accounting services, right? So we're just gonna import this. We're gonna get rid of this React, and then we're just gonna. So the potential problem that I see is that uh, I will have a lot of similar stuff, similar components. You know, all the different pages or pages about the services will be very similar to each other. But we're gonna have to deal. So I'm probably gonna have to extract that somehow. You know, because I'm using this Chakra UI CSS library, so I'm probably gonna build like a template for how each page presenting those various services is supposed to look like, and then I'm just gonna fill it with some content. And the question is, if I do this for work, yeah, well, yes, I am a developer and I program for a living. That is what puts food on the table. Yes. But I'm doing this as a service for a friend, kind of. Yeah, we work together, and I'm setting up a web page for him. Anyway, what? So I had what like accounting, right, and then digital services and management services. Okay, so I'm going to create a new one, and we're going to call it digital services.gsx. And management services. Management services.jsx. Right, and uh, right, right. So I can just reuse this. What? Nope. Set. Okay. Digital services. Uh, digital. Right, and then on the management services, we're going to do the same thing. Well, actually, we can just do this, right? Can we do this? Right. Management. Right. And then we need to, it's a lot of repetition here. I hate that. So I'm just going to copy this twice. Legal, no, 3 times. Two, and then I'm going to say account services, accounting services, and then I'm going to say digital services, and I'm going to say management services. Right, so it is importing everything for me. H1 constant element H1 hello format name user. Right, yeah, not yet. No users yet in this application, so thanks. Also, I'm not going to use HTML tags that much because I'm using this CSS framework. And if you are by any chance curious about that framework, it is this one, Chakra UI. Let me just go to their pitch. I can make the pitch for them. Create accessible React apps with speed. Whatever that means. What is accessible React apps and what is speed? It's all relative. I'm not gonna be the one bitch around those things. This is actually a very good. This is a good framework. I mean, I like it. Crazy. All right. How is it crazy? Elaborate, please, if you may or wish. Anyway, I need to finish those tests, so this is easy. Um, right, accounting. So we're just gonna go to accounting, and then it should be accounting, and it should say redovisning. Redovisning. Yeah, that's Swedish. And then digital, and then digitalisering. Digitalisering. And then about management. So we're just gonna change that to management, and we say affärsutveckling. All right, and then we need to go into this app JSX because I fucked that one up, and then we say accounting, and then digital, and then management. Right, and then we're just gonna run our tests, and this should work. No? Okay. Accounting services. Oh, because yeah, well, I wrote it in English for some reason. Redovisning. Right. Could you just stop? Aha. Okay, so digital services. Digitalisering. I coded a bit in Swift, more in Objective C before Swift. Yeah. So I don't know if that. So the answer is not that much. Right. Right. So here we go. We should know what? Oh, because how come I misspell Swedish words? Digitalisering. There we go. Right. Okay, so we're 1 hour in, and we need to pick up the pace. So one thing that we will be doing is to install i18N, because my client will probably want to have this website in several languages, English and Swedish. So we want to get that going. So I'm going to go to npmjs.org, and I'm going to do a search for i18Next. i18Next. And the question is there a React? Can we do this? Can we just search for React? i18Next, i18 React i18Next. Okay. Fluent. Right. Internationalization. Internationalization. It's a very hard word to pronounce. Internationalization. Right. Is this the one? Right. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Right. I don't know. Yeah, might be this one, but I don't know. So I need to check my notes. I have some notes on this. Let me just check this. i18 React. Yeah, this is the one. Right. So let's just head over here. I should probably have committed, but this is like my own project. I don't have to commit if I don't want to. So I want to say Jan add React dash i18 next. React admin 18 next. Yeah. Right. Right. Okay, so this, so can I test this? Right, so if I go, right, can I just test this really quickly? I can do something like before each, before each. Um, right, how the hell did I test this before? How the hell did I test this before? I tested it the way that it was like, right, so I need to switch languages to, let's say, if I set the Swedish, if I set English to a default version, and then I switch over to Swedish in the test, then I should be good, right? Or is it right or is it wrong? I don't know. Is it right or is it wrong? Right. Right. Let's have a look. This is actually interesting. Uh, right. So, um, can I do that? Well, okay. So, yeah, but I want to do this actually. Can I switch? Yeah, i18, i18 next in Cyprus. Switch language. How do I set the browser's language in Cyprus? Oh, okay. I can default this to English. I could do that, but I don't want to do that. i18 example. General Cyprus, right. Uh, yeah, I can stub out the language setting. I can do that. But that's not interesting. Well, okay, it might be interesting. Define, yeah. Content window, object define property navigator language. Yeah. But I don't want. Yeah, that's not it. I want to be able to. What is this Cypress i18 example? What is that? Cypress. Oh, old stuff. Integration and initial language settings spec, changing language spec, language menu spec, storing language settings spec. Initial language, Cypress and okay, so for each, so it's data driven. Okay, applications, initial, constant app, right. Initial language setting before I say this. Store language. What is store language? When set display displays English. So what is store language? So they have a custom command. Right, probably in commands. Language display, language storage constants. What is this? Ah, okay. So they have this, but the custom command, language storage, store language, app name, map name, local storage set item, L language, set cookie. Oh, gee. So is i18 using a cookie or is it using local storage? Not sure. Not sure at all. This is interesting because we could add a custom command to language. Yeah, but anyways, uh, uh, I'm gonna set up i18N first. Did I add it already? So let's see. Yeah, I did add it. Okay, so I'm gonna go into my source folder and I'm gonna create a new file and I'm gonna call it i18 and this is just a pure JavaScript file, so we'll give it a suffix of JS. Okay, so we're gonna import from i18Next. Oh God. Oh, I think I need to include this library as well, actually. So I'm from this library. I'm just gonna import i18 and then I'm gonna import initial init import from the React i18Next init, and then I'm gonna add the locales later. But let's stay. So I'm gonna say i18n use no, come on, give me a break. Use this, right? And I want to use the init and then just say init, and here we will add those settings, right? We will add all these settings, and the settings will be, first of all, resources, resources, and this will be an object, and of course we need to wrap this as an object. There we go. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Right, and then this. So we're gonna import the various language files, and we are 1 hour in, and I'm effing around. Anyway, so the language will be Swedish, and we will use fallback language. Why am I not getting fallback language? Will be also Swedish, and React will be set to use suspense, and we're going to set it to true, and then we will add another one called interpolation, and that will also be set to, well, it's actually going to it's going to be use suspense. No, interpolation is going to be escape values. Value false escape value, right? So right, and then we're just gonna export. Well, yeah, we're just gonna export this as a default i18n, right? Because we imported, then we exported, right? Good stuff. And in our Do I need to do anything? Well, yeah, we need to create those in probably in assets. Well, no, perhaps not in assets. We could just create a new folder and we get the locales, and then we're just gonna create new file, and we're gonna call this one uh, se.js. Is it JS or is it a JSON file? Do I want this to be a JavaScript file or yeah, it's gonna be a JavaScript file. So let's rename this. Rename this to JS, and here we just gonna go and say export const, and we're just gonna call it se equals, and it's gonna be an object, and we're gonna say translation, and this will be an object, and we're just gonna call it application, or not application name, but yeah, application name, and we want to say Hellas Affärsbyrå, and then we're going to say legal juridik management affärsutveckling, and then we say accounting, and then we say what, digital licensing, like this. And what was it? Legal management account. What was what else? Legal accounting redovisning, legal, yeah, four. It's four of them, right? One, two, three, four, right? And perhaps we should not landing. We're just gonna call it landing, or main, yeah, or the main view. Yeah, landing, yeah, whatever. Mana. Why? Yeah. Anyway, so we're just gonna copy this over to another locale, and we're gonna call this create a file, and we will call it en.js, and we're gonna call this en, and services, and then law services, management services, accounting, and digital services, something like that. Okay, let's see. Boom. Right. And so in this one we want to say se is se, and then en is en, and we're just gonna import them. Import from from en. Where is it a const? So how am I import? Right. How do I export these babies? I export them as. Oh gosh! Now my right. It's a module. So yeah, of course. Right. So I need to wrap this, and be a bit lazy, copy this, and we're just gonna change this to SC like this. Format of code. Boom, 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 boom. Use suspense. Use and Thomas. No misspelling. S there. Right. Okay. So this should be pretty straightforward. So if you go to main view and I say import from React i18Next, and I'm gonna import a hook called use translation, and if I say const t equals use translation, and then we just say we inject some here and we say t and we say landing, right? And so we go to the test and we say we're just gonna run this one dot only, and this should fail because it's no longer hello world. I want to see it fail. Can I see it fail first? Where isn't my test running? No, they are not. So yarn Cypress right, come on. Yep. And we should fail. He says landing. Yeah, because I fucked up, right? Because the i18N is not configured properly. I need to, what do I need to do? I need to set this up in the main JSX. Right, the only thing I need to do is to import this baby. i18 8, yeah, there we go. Hey, come on. Now my computer is acting up big time. Are you shitting me? Come on. Give me a break. Let's see. Let's run it. And it should say nothing. Why not? Why? Do I have to say this? Really? Failed to resolve. Does this file exist? Yeah, fucking A, it does. Okay, so what sort of errors are why am I fucking sorry, pardon my French. What? Internal server error. What? What? Are you shitting me? i18s. Okay. So we have these. We are exporting this. There are no errors here. And no errors here, I guess. No. And so in this little guy, we are using the resources. Or are we? Yeah, in init react. Yes, we are using this and we're telling that the resources are being these two resources, right? and the language is Swedish, and the fallback is Swedish. And so what sort of error could you possibly be getting? Interpolation, escape value is set to false. Okay, there must be some sort of a fail to load the resource. Main JSON. We got a 500 internal server. What are you shitting me? Why are you? What? And the what? We are importing this. This is done. This is done. Why would this be messy? I don't like this. We're initializing this guy, and I can't even. Can I? Can I? What can I do? Can I? The routes are okay. This guy looks okay. Because if I don't import it, so it's something wrong with that file. Because if I don't import this guy, so that is alright. So we are getting an error on the i18N settings. So let's open this one up and let's just check. So yeah, let's check the package JSON, and we have i18N React, and we have this. Okay, what could we have done wrong? Why is this happening to me? Okay, let's check the documentation. How do property the documentation right, so the okay, getting started. I really need a very simple setup here. Yeah, we did that. i18Next next. Yeah, we have that. Okay. And then how to use translation, use, and we initialize, and we say the resource, and we have translation. Did we miss anything in those files? Translation, that's all good. Yeah. And the language is English. Fallback is, yeah, escape value false. Right. Use translation. T. Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing wrong here. We are importing this here, and in here we're saying, sorry, in the landing, in the main view, T, use translation. And why am I getting a 500 error? Why am I getting a 500 on this one? And we have 11 minutes before I can go on. Right. What am I missing? Landing translation. What am I missing? Translation. Is it translation or is it translations? Translate en. Right. Ouch. Export constant. We are exporting this constant. Using it React Native. Right. Welcome to resources. And the resources is this. Resources. Yeah. Resources is an object. And we're using this. Oh. Ouchie, ouchie. I'm probably just missing like a fucking, what is it? Could it be, no, it couldn't. It couldn't be something with the order of imports. Failed. Failed to load. What are you failing to load? What the hell are you failing to load, you shit? View stack trace. Cypress. Context eval. What? This should... Oh, this shouldn't be happening. What is going on? Okay, right. Oh, God, I hate when this is locales, translation, digital services. There's nothing wrong here. Okay, let's just... Okay, fallback language. SES, init, React, i18Next, init. That was exactly what they did too. And we are exporting default setting. Right. 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 Use suspense, React. Should I start this over? Is it something because the application wasn't... no. So he's... Oh, is it an import thing? No, come on. Give me... It is in this... No. No, the main... Okay, let's... You know what? Let's just get rid of this and let's start this again. Let's clean this up. Let's start this again. And why is it... Why can't you import? But it is in... It is in source. Right? It is in source. i8. It's on the same... So should I just say this? No, but I can't do that. So i18 n. Oh, I just said i18. I don't think I said i18n. Are you fucking shitting me? What if I missed... Yeah. God damn it. I must have missed like one single letter and I was blind to it and... Right. Right. Oh my god. Oh my god, folks. Oh my god. This is fucking ridiculous. Yeah. What are you gonna do? Right? What are you gonna do? So yeah, so this should work now. Yeah, okay, but I am curious as to what exactly, how are we storing this? So can we do local storage? That only stores the color mode and so on. Okay, but cookie storage, cookie store is also nothing. So how do I switch? Yeah, so I want to switch the language in mid, um, right. Local store set item, storage key, PA keys. Yeah, this is not it. Language menu, language display. I don't know what that is. Italian. Yeah, this. I mean, app name, display Japanese, display title body. Yeah, that's not it. I want to switch languages in Cypress from a Cypress test. And how do I do that? Could I, in principle, perhaps? Yeah, well, but that's a bit hacky, isn't it? But let's try that. Let's see my idea. So my idea is that I could, um, in the main file, and if I say if like, what can I do? Can do so like if this is in Cypress, if I'm in Cypress, I could, in principle, just bind the i18N. Uh, can I do that? Uh, can I do something like if if window, you know, window is Cypress, if window Cypress, right? Then we could do something like window i18 and browse equals i18 n. Can I do that? Or will this give me like a big time error? Because it's not defined, right? So can I say import i18? Right. And just reload this guy. Right. Oh, now I'm running all of them at the same time. Not really necessary. But if I do uh, window 0, is it 0? Yeah, I, no, 18, and that's not enough. Yeah, well, that was actually i18 and 2. Change language. Okay, so now I can do change language. No. Uh, really? Init observers. I should be able to change the language now. Change language. On change. On change. Well, okay, so no comma dot Thomas. Change. Can I do that? I don't think I can do that. Oh, I can. Well, this means that, can I do something like in this, let's go for this one then. This is the last thing I'm gonna go to digitalization. So let's run this one only, and then we're gonna say on before load, on before load, on before load. Why? Oh, no. Right, and now we go on before load. Can we say window, win, and then can we just say the debugger here? Can we say debugger? Can we do that? Can we do that? Right. And so what is window now? Let's see. What is window now? Come on, don't be an asshole now. Come on. Window. Okay, and win i18N 18. Change language. Can we do that? On. Yeah, well, win i18 i18N change language to en. But this, yeah, well, right. This is not gonna fly. This is not gonna fly. Yeah, because this is not right. So not on before load is not. So is it on? Is it on load? No, that couldn't be it. Because it's not being executed. Right. So on load. No, 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 no. This idea didn't work. Right. Okay, and we are on 1:33, so it's a bit over time for me now. The the challenge that I'm facing is simply so we made good progress. We set up the Vite application. We have a basic application structure. We have i18N kind of installed. The problem I am facing at the moment is that I want to be able to change languages inside of my test, and I have a vague memory that I've done it before, and I was thinking about binding the i18N object to the global window object, and that kind of works, but apparently not quite well. I will figure it out though. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you did, if you didn't, if you catch this on the YouTube, yeah, then you're more than welcome to leave a comment, request anything, and I see if I do it. All right, thank you very much. Cheers. Well, I was hoping that I press a button and it stops streaming, but